Now, welcome everybody. This is technically the first film I saw of 2023, and I went into it with a little bit of trepidation because it's a reimagining of a 1972 film, The Bitter Tears of Petra von Kant, which I haven't seen. This film with a similar title, Peter von Kant, cuts to the heart. This is why I really liked it. It cuts to the heart of the way in which our creative passions titillate as well as curse. And it's something that comes to full expression in this film when the object of a maverick, fastidious, narcissistic director's creative muse, with whom he enters into a sexual relationship, ends up abandoning the director once the film has been made and fame beckons. Now, the director, who had his own agenda for promoting the young male star, is abandoned by his own creation. And this kickstarts a disintegrating spiral of torment, anguish, and spite until a point is reached on the learning curve when the titular director, von Kant, realizes that he has more power than he thinks he does after establishing that his protege only really used him in order to get ahead. Now, it's set in a single apartment, and the slender running time, it only lasts for about 85 minutes, is offset by the substantial effort that the director goes to in order to deconstruct the results of a toxic relationship and concomitant breakdown with a mute live-in slave who bears an uncanny resemblance to Freddie Mercury, who seems to enjoy being mistreated and resenting it in one of the film's most unexpected scenes when he is shown remorse and sympathy, which adds to the sadomasochistic toxicity. Now, the film does a good job of unpacking questions around creativity and vanity and the ways in which desolation and abandonment can spur our best work. Ozon, the director, is presenting both an homage to Rainer Werner Fassbinder's original, The Bitter Tears of Petra von Kant, while also flipping the gender and the profession. There it's a female fashion designer. Here it's a male filmmaker. And there's also the meta angle of having the protagonist here based upon the life of the original director, so that we have a merger of content and artist, perhaps to corroborate the point that all works are to some extent autobiographical, and that if one is going to remake an earlier film, then it's impossible not to be struck, influenced, maybe even repulsed by the character and the motivations that brought it into being in the first place, and which may indeed, more than 40 years later, necessitate a re-envisioning.